Yeah. And what we say, New York City.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy BattleTech back with another video. And at this time, if you guys are new here, go ahead and slap that subscribe button and check out my other videos, and welcome. Alright, so today I want to talk about the Oculus Rift getting its release date, pre-order, and pricing. There are some that seem to think that $600 is too much for VR. I, for one, I'm not surprised by the price, and I'm one of the ones that don't think that $600 is too much. For one, I'm not getting the Oculus Rift because I'm holding out for the HTC Vive or Steam VR or whatever they want to call it. And I'm pretty sure that thing is going to be damn near $800 at least. But the purpose of this video is not to talk about one versus the other, so to speak. It's mainly let's look at what you're getting for $600. Okay, we're talking about cutting edge technology that we always, for the longest, we've always wanted VR ever since they popped up in the arcades. In the early 90s, I remember going to the arcades and pay about 10, 15 bucks to get like a 20 to 30 minute virtual reality experience. And there were a few of them that I can recall. There was a racing one, pterodactyl, you know what? That's what it was. It was like a pterodactyl hunter game or some shit like that. But at any rate, this is something we've always wanted in the home, you know what I'm saying? So $600 to me is not a big, it's not a huge asking price. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, let's take a look at some of the things that we spend, $600+ on, anyway. I mean, most of us that are talking about, that even excited about Oculus, we already have, pretty high-end PCs, because let's face it, this is an enthusiast level device. And, right now, if you want to have a good experience with VR, you're going to have a pretty nice PC, which, most of us who are interested in VR already have or plan to make upgrades. So, I'm not too much worried about that, but we spend, $600 easily on a video card. That's nothing. We have $600, $700 cell phones in our pockets. I mean, there's people that spend $300, $400, $500 on a pair of sneakers. People pay this type of money. I mean, they buy high-end computer monitors, they buy 4K TVs. I mean, there are a lot of things that we spend, more than $600 on. And so for Oculus to come out and say it's going to be $600 and everybody lose their mind, oh, it's $600. Now granted, they were talking about they were aiming at this $350 price point and what have you. And, I always thought that was wishful thinking, because that's a lot of tech that's going into a VR headset. I mean, come on now, let's be real about it. It was weird when Oculus announced that price at $600. You had some PlayStation guys were celebrating and cheering as if this was some type of win for the PlayStation VR, which that shit was weird to me, and quite a few of them seem to think that this headset, when it comes out for the PlayStation, is going to be, $300 and below. I no. Anybody that knows anything about technology would know better than that. I'm not even fully sold on the PlayStation VR, to be completely honest, because you look at the power that a PC requires to push enough pixels to, give you a smooth enough experience with VR. Hell, in 2D, the PlayStation struggles to, get over 30 frames per second, and to get 60 frames per second nowadays on these consoles, it's touted as a feature. I saw the quote unquote definitive version of Devil May Cry DMC, and on the front of the box it was labeled. It said 60 frames per second. Like, since when has that become a feature in a game, rather than just how the game performs? I'm not surprised by the price. I guess what the whole point of this is, I'm not surprised by the price. Um, Again, I expect Steam VR to be more expensive than $600. I expect PlayStation VR to be a little cheaper than 600. I'm looking like 450, 500 if Sony is feeling greasy, but it's expensive tech. I mean, hell, it even has an external processing unit that comes with this thing. Sony is not going to let this thing go cheap. Make no mistake about it. I saw a couple articles saying that Sony PR expects to lose money on PlayStation VR. Blah blah blah. Come on, man, stop it. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Sony is in this to make money. They've been losing money for years, and right now they're trying to capitalize on the PlayStation brand, and they're in this to make money. You're a fool if you think they're not. So let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think 600 is too much? Oh, and by the way, pre-orders for the $600 Oculus Rift, they're already sold out. So there's lots of people out there that already seem to think that $600 is just nothing. It's a drop in the bucket to experience VR in your home. Especially if you take a look at Steam and go into the Steam VR, you'll see it. There's quite a few, AAA and indie titles in there that already support VR. So that library is only going to grow by the end of this year. Like 2017, I expect to see VR in full swing, but it's still not going to be, in everyone's home. It'll probably be in the homes of everybody that has like high-end graphics cards and beefy gaming rigs, which there are already a lot of those already out there. So VR, it's gonna take a little time before it gets down to that $200 and $300 range. Like who is it? Razer has their own VR that nobody seems to talk about, but they have it's called Razer OS VR, and right now I think the dev kits are going for $299, and Razer, their whole thing is they're just going to give you the tech, and they're going to let the community, pretty much develop everything else for it. So it's going to be open source VR. How well it performs, I saw a couple of demos. It seems to be, pretty capable, but I haven't strapped one on my head. And for the record, I haven't tried any of these headsets outside of Google Cardboard. So don't take my word as like I'm some, VR expert, because I'm just a fan who wants VR to be successful in this marketplace, so that we can get more experiences, more games, probably have them expanded over into movies, and just make it like a widespread thing. But again, man, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Are you gonna spring that $600 and grab this Oculus come March? Are you holding out for PlayStation VR, or are you gonna do like me and hold out for this Steam VR with HTC Vive, which they just added a front-facing camera, I might add, so that you can kind of do like some augmented reality and virtual reality all in the same thing. So I'm keeping an eye on them, because they're doing some pretty interesting things over there. So like I said, I expect that thing to be really pricey. But in interest of not keeping this video too long, or making this video too long, be keeping it short, dumbass. But at any rate, let me know what you guys think down below. Is this something that you're interested in, or just share your thoughts down below. I want to hear you, and as always, I always reply to my comments. So go ahead and fill up that comment section down there. So yeah, man, as always, I appreciate you guys checking out my videos, and as always, less trolling, more gaming, which just also happens to be the name of my new Facebook group. So be sure to check that out too, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.